Hello, this is an introductory video to Neverwinter, a Dungeons and Dragons based MMO that's just come out by Cryptic Studios. I'm gonna show you the character creation and the opening cutscene in this video. I'm gonna be playing on the server Mind Flayer, so there's gonna be a cutscene and then I'll get into it. Here you go.
To brace yourselves for this. Well, that didn't go so badly.
Get his attention. Cleric, with me.
Rise, my children. Rise and feed upon the living.
And welcome back. This is the race selection screen. The races available are half-orc, human, elf, half-elf, dwarf, halfling, and tiefling. There's another coming soon that I believe is going to be Drow, or Dark Elves, whichever you prefer. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be playing a tiefling, but real quickly I'm just going to show you some of the other ones. As you can see, there's both obviously male and female selection. There's half-elf and elf. Each race has three semi-unique racials, ranging generally from a first one that's different for each one, but generally some passive damage increase or buff or something like that. Another that's +2 to particular ability scores, and then a final one that's kind of random. This is the class selection screen. The different ones are the Guardian Fighter, the Weapon Fighter, the Trickster Rogue, the Devoid Cleric, and the Control Wizard. This is the ability score sheet. It's a lot like just a general tabletop game of D&D. You have a pair of invisible dice rolled, and those decide what your scores are. You can re-roll them if you so desire, but generally it'll turn out roughly the same. I think it cycles through a couple predetermined rolls that you got at the creation of the character, but don't quote me on that. The two boxes up top are the options I have in regards to the ratio for Tiefling, which is +2 intellect, +2 charisma, or +2 intellect, +2 constitution, I believe. One of the other ones is constitution. This is the generic character selection. You have a couple presets, 3x4 boxes you can obviously see, and then you can use one of these as a platform to further customize a character. In regards to customization, this game is better than some, but not as good as others. Obviously, I'd say it tops over WoW easily, but then again, WoW doesn't have the best customization by any means. It's not as good as Rift or Guild Wars. It's about the same as Old Republic. Those are the majority of MMOs that I played enough to really give a good opinion on. It's by all rights pretty standard, with just a bit extra stuff in regards to a later category in which you can do actual scaling of the face as well as the body. It doesn't have the triangle thing that some others had going for it, which I think is better, but it's still more than I would expect from a free-to-play game. And I'll get to the whole microtransaction model that this game has in a later video. What I'm doing right now is just going through the different base facial features, young, rough, whatever. I chose a rough one. There's also horn selection. Not the greatest range possible. I'd actually really like to see an MMO that lets you literally just grab a ball for modeling the horns yourself and make them whatever, but that obviously won't happen for a while, I bet. They're by and large pretty interesting. There's also a tattoo option as well. What you're seeing right here, the color isn't working perfectly. I'm actually having a bit of a frame rate issue right now, and I apologize for that. I'm probably gonna cut this bit out and dissolve it back in when there's a better frame rate. So, yep, and we're back now. I apologize for that. The frame rate just went a bit too low for my tastes. I don't want to waste y'all's time. So as I was saying, this is the tattoo selection screen. You can choose from a range of different colors. And there's actually a lot of different tattoos that you can choose in this section, more than I was expecting when I first clicked on the page. And normally I don't do tattoos in video games like this. Wow, that looks really weird. I think I'm going to go with this, Ghost Whisper or something, or Tree something. I don't know. But yeah, you can see about what they're like. Tree Ghost. Yeah. And then this is just scars. I think I'm going to give him an eye scar on the opposite side. Just cause. Not entirely sure why. You can see right there. Recognize that I have the graphics relatively low right now for purposes that Fraps doesn't really let me record at the higher rendering and graphic fidelity that I normally play in. I'm streaming this right now in about 25 frames, which is not as much as some people like, but it's more than enough to play the game and have it functional. And it will look better in actual gameplay by far because you won't be so close up to it. Right now I'm just going through the actual face scaling that I was talking about earlier. You have the sliders that are just cheekbones, jawline, nose shape, height of eyebrows, not eyebrows, since tieflings actually don't have eyebrows. That's an interesting thing. Some of the races that you choose can't do particular parts of the character customization, like for example, tieflings don't have eyebrows, obviously. There's beyond this just a body scaling and a generic body size choice. The ones you're gonna see are like heavy, top heavy, and then just slim. It's not very in-depth in regards to the presets you start out with, but you can like go into the body scaling itself and increase like chest size, as in like width, I mean, waist, length of hands, length of arms, even like actually a very in-depth thing in regards to feet size, which I was not expecting. But I guess it doesn't hurt anybody by being there, which is always nice. It's overall it's a good character customization setup. It's better than what I was expecting. I said that before. This game is free to play. Always keep that in mind, and it's relatively new. Maybe not even a month out yet. But after this page, we'll go into the like character origin screen, which is very interesting. Right now, I'm just messing around with like tail size and all. And leg length. I don't know particularly why. I just like to make my characters taller. If anything, it's probably a negative thing because it's easier to target me, but that's just min-maxing way more than I really care to. But like I said, this is the character origin and deity affiliation screen. This is something you see a lot in D&D games. Like I'm going to do Netheril and do the elite backstory. You can read it right there, or there'll be a screen later on that will show it in a bit bigger print. Up here you have the different religions choosable. I'm going to do this scroll thing. It's the generalistic magic god. Kind of fits, seeing as how the whole wizard thing. I'm not certain as what its affiliation in regards to good, chaotic, whatever is. I think it's, honestly, I don't know exactly what it is, so I couldn't tell you, but that doesn't really come into play anyway. This is all like just for fun. And like I was saying, this is the overview sheet. It's also where you put your character name and stuff. You can pause this and read through everything I chose. There's also a little biography category that you can put in if you want to flesh out your backstory more. I'm not going to be role-playing or anything on this character. That's not really what I do that often. It's just too much work for me, so I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to name this character Bell something. Probably something that starts with a Z. I'm not entirely sure yet. Let's do Zarthus. Yeah, that sounds right. US. If you get why I put Bell there, awesome. If you don't, it's because it's a reference to a very, very nice series by David Eddings that I enjoy. All the people of a particular god had the name Bell when they became mages. So there's going to be another little flash here, and then I'll tell you about the rest.
Hey, are you alright?
So here we are. This is the game. I'm gonna cut the video here, and next time I'll come back with a gameplay video that'll also highlight the way they fight and all, and the combat system in this. It's a very cool game, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you next time. This is EGI signing out.